when I was invited for the fruit project, I thought it's just a wonderful project, because for me sounded like that project itself is the artwork, not really the individual artwork. It's so important in many senses. It's more about inviting people being together and to create some opportunity to get people together and then make some different type of communication happens. And we had a fruit breakfast yesterday, and we just had a beautiful, lovely time together. And then that is the most important art piece for me. And backdrop, you could see, oh wow, you can do this, in this type of place with this material. That's amazing. You just, need some ideas and time and then a little bit of a patience, so you can be an artist. But it's really more about everyday life, I suppose. I felt the people, local people in Swift Creek was just wonderful to work with, because as an artist, I knew if people around me is not really excited about my work or supporting my work, it really doesn't work at all. You just have to get excited because of the people's support, I suppose. In that sense, I mean, this project was wonderful. Everybody was really, as if that's their, artwork. So I felt like I'm doing an artwork together with everyone in Swift Creek, which was a wonderful, sense of togetherness or something like that. Yeah, so that was the, I think, essence of the fruit project, I think. And that was wonderful, yeah. This is a type of place which can connect to local people in this place, and then the past, and then future, and that sort of thing. And then I've been just asking to local people to come and then help to make a knot, because it's really sort of symbolic action. Making a knot is like a tying things together. So many people actually keep coming, and either they just stay around or they they help me out. It's just really amazing. I thought this is such a small town, not many people are around basically. And sometimes small town people doesn't quite, not really interested in this type of art. They might really like paintings and sculpture, but not something, a little bit unusual. But they really responded so well.
We're in the Cassilis Cemetery. Chaco's done a wonderful project, and it's got a spiritual sense about it, and it's just nice to see the cordage floating in the wind, and it just gives a different dimension. Yeah, it's a good place, and I think Chaco was very impressed when she saw this area and thought that this is where she wanted to do her work. All of those cords were just hanging loose in a bundle, and I thought, oh, that's not very impressive. And the next time I came, Chaco was here, and she'd actually fanned them out and made that connection with the soil, which I thought was really great. And yeah, and it ties it all in.
And so when you heard about this fruit project, what was the thing that sort of made you interested in it?
Oh, just that I'm connected with the local art gallery, and I was aware of it. That's, you know,
and so you're an artist, are you? Or
yeah. Quirky, yeah. I do quirky things, yeah.
Well, this is a pretty quirky thing.
Sculpture. It is a pretty quirky thing, and I really like it. Over in the far corner, where this sculpture converges,
yep,
onto a tree there, that's an old apple tree which is well over 100 years old. And over here is the story tree, and we get all the kids together and amuse them with stories and poems. So the kids would all sit in a circle around here and listen to stories and have a great time. I am Sir Brian, as bold as a lion, collect the passing villagers and kick them in the pond. I am Sir Brian, curse splosh. I am Sir Brian, curse splash. I am Sir Brian, as bold as a lion. Does anyone else want to wash? And over behind the line of trees is a Chinese section of the cemetery, and there are quite a lot of Chinese working in this area during the gold rush. So I'm told there's about 30 Chinese graves there. There were 2,000 people living here in Cassilis. Yeah, there's one there. So, yep, that would be the other end of this grave.
We came last night under the full moon. Everybody was just into taking a photograph. It's okay, this side, you know.
Nothing like a graveyard at night time.
I know, it's really very, very unusual experience for them as well, but I think that was wonderful things to do, even for the people actually sleeping underneath. One the participants, Lyndon, mum and dad had a grave there. Yeah, she spent quite a long time to help knotting the dangles, and she just felt really, she said it was such a wonderful experience for her to be able to spend time here and sharing a time, I suppose, with her mum and dad. That's what I felt like while I'm doing, netting. It's a quite, meditative type of activity. So you start to wonder, a lot of things, and I felt like I'm having a very good dialogue between, people maybe underneath here or up in the heaven or whatever. It's a really great connection to me.